disable the Anvilian, it's there. We strike at the heart.
We do. Things are coming to a head now.
The Cartabula. I can feel the energy.
Don't get too used to it. We're gonna take that thing down.
I don't think that's going to go as planned, to be honest. Okay, nothing here. Oh, what's that? Why couldn't you just teleport us up there? Not blocking him, sorry. Bit of a force field, that isn't it?
I wouldn't do that. We have to turn off this energy field to enter. I must do it. It requires the hands of the Takon. Is it working?
It started.
Is the opening wide enough to get through? Well, is it wide enough?
No, but I can see the Cartabula.
What about now?
I still can't get in.
Stand back. I'll try again.
Here come the cavalry. Oh, what a roll. What a forward roll that was, my friend. Oh, she's here. Oh, she's got one, has she?
Portal 6-3! I'm not going to remind you of the oath you took. I want you to remember why you made it. Your bond to your people. You can bring your empire back, and all you have to do is nothing. Stand back, and we will handle them.
So much time doing nothing. Now, I will take action. I will dominate these heretics. This won't take long. I'll be back.
Wait, you need to open the energy field.
In due time. If you can get to the Cartabula, don't wait for me.
We'll hold the line.
What was it? He's a guardian.
The gap isn't much wider. Can we get through?
Maybe we can widen it with a containment field from the tricorder.
How, dude? You just said you won't be able to do it.
Oh!
I don't think we can crowbar our way in.
It takes a Takon to do it.
Oh dear. Oh, shit. Try again, eh?
That's far enough.
Very angry woman, isn't she?
Carter, I could have killed you both, easily. But the part of me that is still Miranda won't let me. She compels me to bring you into the fold. I will make you one of us. Trust me, this is the best outcome you can hope for.
I'd rather die than become one of you.
I won't
So be
kill
it.
you.
Okay. Obviously. Headbutted me. He's way stronger.
Soon you'll understand.
Slow motion.
Finally, we can be... Rejoin the flame.
Oh wow.
Ego sequo, olego etos sequium.
Are you all right? Carter, I'm sorry I hesitated. I tried to keep her from getting you. If I'd just shot her sooner.
Process. The change in me has already started.
She's really gone.
Yep.
For good. I can't believe it.
It had to end this way. She was suffering. And now it's over.
Miranda got Carter.
Have Draconian blood now. You must go and finish this, my brother.
I can read it.
What is this? Who are you? Tell me now! I demand it!
You're talking to the guy that's in charge. Pipe down while I work.
Carter, you're kind of scaring me.
It's okay. I'm still in control. We've reached the Cartabula.
That's great. Are you all okay?
Yeah, we're inside. That's what matters.
But no, not really.
Two of ours are keeping the bioform ships at bay, but they can't hold them off forever.
Getting remote telemetry from the away team tricorders. I'd recognize that anywhere. Our warp core resonant frequency is one of the readings.
They're bleeding us dry. But they're not just taking our power, they're routing it through the Cartabula.
We got to go. Well, I'm guessing that's not it. That is empty. Ish. Where does that go? Come on, Carter.
There. That's the Resolute's warp core resonant frequency.
And these others?
All the other ships?
That frequency matches the Titan's warp core resonance. And these two are the Kimball and the Lowell.
They're both Steamrunner class. Same engine platform.
They're just tuned a little differently. I must be getting information from the bioforming, but this warning, it means that it's struggling with the power stacked up at close frequencies.
The Cartabula can't handle the dissonance?
Maybe.
This is Westbrook. Are you reading these Starfleet engine signatures?
We are. And you need to see this. The Steamrunner class frequencies are causing problems for the Aphilion's energy source. Sending visuals now.
They're vulnerable. We have to use this.
We do.
You can break a wine glass if you play the right note loud enough.
Sir?
Khan are so arrogant. They're letting us right in the front door with this energy drain. We can tune our warp core output to those frequencies. Get all our ships to do the same. Push it to maximum levels and we might be able to crack the wine glass, the Cartabula, and take their ship offline.
There is merit to the theory. But if we attempt this, it would preclude any other course of action.
It'll work. It has to.
Do it. We need to strike back. And we'll lead by example.
I will create a high-energy static warp shell.
We'll need the away team to guide us to the right frequency.
We read you, Resolute. You're putting a lot of faith in us, Captain. That's
Well.
a hell of a plan. We don't want to let you down.
I've got faith in you. And the rest of this crew. Now let's give them hell!
Yes, Captain.
Let's do this.
I found an eject routine for the Cartabula.
So we can disengage it, just like we did with the Zeldy's warp cores.
Yeah, but it'll only activate if this thing gets completely overloaded.
So we gotta take it right up to the edge of destruction.
We are increasing the warp core resonant frequency now.
You can't do this. You'll destroy everything I've waited for.
Oh, he's the boss.
If that thing wants to take over, it's going to have to go through the both of us. And I'm not going to let that happen. You hear me? I'm gonna fight it right along with you, Carter.
I can always count on you. You'll stand by me to the end.
This isn't the end.
Is something wrong?
No, we're fine.
Do you see our output frequency changing?
We do.
What is the impact on the Aphelion systems?
It's not enough. We need to push this thing harder. We need more power. Inertial dampeners are failing.
Warp output at 85%. They're taking the bait. Now we need the rest of the fleet.
Open a channel to anyone left on our side.
Opening a channel.
This is the Resolute. We're sending instructions to all ships to output maximum warp power at the designated frequency. We believe this will disable the Aphelion.
We don't know that. All we know is it'll siphon up our energy much quicker. You're leading us to disaster. Are you out of your mind? That has given them exactly what they want. You can't just expect us to turn belly up.
We've found their Achilles heel. We have to use it. We'll give them everything they want. All of it. More power than they can handle.
That logic is twisted enough it just might work. We're adjusting the Titan's warp output to match the Resolute's. I suggest the rest of you do the same.
Cheers, number one.
That's it. They're falling in line.
This is the Takahashi. Adjusting our engines now.
About time.
Cartabula. It's compensating. Counteracting our interference. But some of these other frequencies are causing spikes too. I'm gonna find a new target range for the Resolute. Try this out.
Oop, that's me. Oh, the Resolute's over there, isn't it? Where? There it is.
Here. This one's hitting the hardest. If they all converge here, It'll provide the maximum disruption to the Cartabula.
Got it. We want to overload this thing, push it to the brink, but not past it. You sure about this frequency? If we go too far, we won't just be destroying the Cartabula.
Sometimes you just gotta go on faith, Millie.
I have faith in you. That's enough. Sending data to the Resolute.
Oh dear, it's now or never.
The team has sent us an updated target resolution. Sending it to engineering now.
We are now running our core at 105% of recommended capacity. If we try to meet that frequency, we will generate a harmonic imbalance of our own and risk a warp core breach. I must warn you, these are precisely the engine conditions that Captain Solano's experiment brought about. A runaway reaction is a dangerous possibility right now.
We can't afford to start second-guessing ourselves. We need to stay the course.
Is my order beyond your ability to execute? Then you will follow it. We're all counting on you.
Yes, Captain.
We got an overload here.
It's at the breaking point.
What's happening? We got a problem. It's not gonna eject. We have to disengage the Cartabula manually. We lit this fuse. We've got to make sure it doesn't go off the wrong way. If we can pull hard enough on those levers, it'll dislodge this thing.
Come on. You got this.
Do this.
Good dodge. Oh dear.
You'll destroy everything I've waited for.
Oh dear. Come on, Carter, you got this.
Full power.
And the Aphelion is shutting down.
Returning warp reactor to nominal output levels.
The Takan are running off reserve power now.
The most precious time.
I saw what you did. The sacrifice you made.
Radiation levels are spiking.
It's coming from the Cartabula. He must have damaged it. Didn't get it out before it fractured.
What's done is done. At least we cut off their power.
We'll be done if we stick around any longer.
3 to beam back to the Resolute.
We can't lock on. Our transporters won't cut through the interference.
We can't stay here.
We're not getting away in that thing.
There. Maybe I can use this to get us out of here. I don't know if it can get us back to the Resolute, but we have to get away from here. Everybody on!
Radiation's lower here, but still too high for us to stay on this ship.
This is good, but we can do better.
And soon, I hope.
We gotta get all the way to the Resolute.
That thing is down, not up. We'll handle the stolen Federation ships, but you need to get a crippling shot on the Aphelion.
A direct hit to its bridge will bring it down.
I can take us real close, Captain. Skim the hull of that thing where it can't get a clear shot at us.
Or
I can weave us through the battle. And hope we don't get caught in the crossfire.
I don't want to get too close to that thing.
take us along the Aphelion's hull. Get us to the bridge as fast as you can.
Aye, Captain.
Trust your helmsman. What I say?
We're almost in position for a shot at the bridge.
Photon torpedoes armed and ready.
Break off this attack, or I will be forced to eradicate you.
The Aphelion is still filling with lethal amounts of radiation, but it seems to be contained within the ship, for now at least.
They have comrades on that ship, both living and waiting to be reborn. We're going to die in here if I don't care. We will never submit to your Federation. We are taking our rightful place as rulers over this galaxy.
If you won't surrender, we'll be forced to destroy you.
We've crossed the eons to get here. We won't stop now.
Well, yeah, you will.
Fire salvo!
Now the radiation is rising here, too.
Targeting the Resolute?
I can't let you do that.
Get on. Damn it. I can't hold on to it. I have to make manual adjustments to enhance the signal pattern. From here.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna go alone, guys. That was pretty obvious.
I'm not gonna make it out.
No way. We're all leaving together. We've been through too much to split up now. We don't leave people behind. Got it?
I know we're the same rank and all, but I am ordering you to go! Don't waste this. Please.
If you send them, we'll be stuck here. Give in to me, and I will save us, not them.
Stop it.
What's happening?
It's an internal struggle, and he's losing.
Not like this.
Time's up for me. If I'm gonna get you out, it's now or never.
I don't want to leave you.
You aren't.
The time is now.
Wise words. Oh, we gotta do that, haven't we?
That won't work. I told you. This body is mine now.
Yeah, wait.
Look out for each other.
The away team has beamed back.
We're in position and ready to fire, Captain.
Target their bridge.
Please, we target the ship. Pummel it to space dust, like we did.
Fire.
How'd you like some of them apples?
Carter?
Nilly.
I thought you'd want to know we made it. And that you'll always be my family. Even if I don't get to see you again. You'll never really be gone.
I couldn't have done this without you, Nilly. We made a hell of a team. Didn't we?
The best.
No. No words.
All decks secure. We have the bioformed on board, fully contained.
The Starfleet ships under Takan control have signaled their surrender. Good work, Captain Rydick. Next time I need some backup, I'll know who to call. I trust you won't have a problem with that.
Just say the word and we'll be there.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Captain, we're being hailed. It's the Aphelion.
On screen.
The radiation. We won't last much longer in here. Please, we surrender. We need your help. Please, people support your ship.
I know what they've done, Captain. But we can't let them die.
No.
They're our enemies today, but who knows what they could become.
You saved the storage crystals, and there are other Takan, the bioformed on Hotari, on this very ship. We wouldn't be wiping them out if we didn't.
Yeah, you've already resigned, mate, so
It's what we do.
it is.
This is the fate they've chosen.
No.
Leave them where they are.
You can't do that.
We don't have much time. We submit. I don't know what else. else I can say.
Gotta do this, the Federation thing, right?
We don't want to die.
This is what separates us from them. The fact that we can make a gesture of peace even after all our conflict. Set up containment fields in the docking bay and beam the Takan there. Crew of the Aphelion, shut down all systems. Lower your defenses and prepare to be transported.
Thank you.
Carter! Hey.
Oh, so he isn't there to beam him?
My first order of business will be to help reestablish the Hotari government and resume peace talks, genuine talks, with the Elydians.
And after that?
Who knows? I know I don't want to be queen. There's so much good I could do with just a fraction of your medical technology if I could bring it to my people. But I also want to see what else is out there. Maybe there's even a place for me in Starfleet. It would be hard to stay on Hotari forever. Not with all there is to experience, to learn.
When you're ready, Starfleet will be waiting for you. I'll even put in a good word at the Academy.
Thank you. Perhaps I can serve on one of your ships someday.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
But there are pressing matters we must attend to before any of that.
Yep.
I can't thank you enough for all you've done.
You're welcome.
I'll see you again.
Starfleet has granted me the privilege of conferring this upon you. Though I'm sure Captain Solano would rather have been the one offering this. You have acted dutifully and bravely through trying circumstances. I grant you the official rank of Captain. I believe a great many wonders lie ahead for you, Jara Rydick. There appears to be nothing that can stand in your way.
Live long and prosper.
Peace and long life.
Gotta do that to Spock, ain't you?
Victory. Peace. These things never come without a cost. For some, it requires putting aside centuries of enmity. For others, it takes facing complicated losses.
To Carter. How do you say goodbye to someone who isn't really gone? I thought I knew how to leave the past behind, but I've learned a thing or two.
And for too many, they had to pay the ultimate price.
Yep.
In time, history may forget their sacrifices, but those of us who were there never will. Now, all hands honor the dead. Captain Solano used to say that nothing ever stays the same. Entropy. It's the nature of the universe. As such, the crew of a starship can never stay the same. But while entropy says that order inevitably gives way to chaos, this crew has only grown stronger. More cohesive and coherent. Bound by our shared struggles. And working together, helping each other, we're able to do more than we'd ever imagined. Some of our differences couldn't be resolved, but perhaps that too can change in time. Engage. Space, the final frontier. As we take our next steps into the unknown, the greatest insights that lie ahead are what we learn about each other. We might even surprise ourselves. And no matter what threats we may come upon, or mysteries we face, we will not be shaken. We are stronger together. We are steadfast in our purpose. We are resolute.
Well, there we go. All finished. Very enjoyable series. Very enjoyable game. I love Star Trek a lot. And so to finish, we're going to go over characters in the game and what it says about the decisions and stuff, as you can see in front of us. So we'll start with Captain Solano. He took Jara's actions as mutinous when she confronted him on the bridge. Lieutenant Bedrosian. I liked her at first, but she kind of went a bit the other way, and going on from here, so she was crushed when Jara ignored her advice and opted to rescue and evacuate the surviving Takon. And obviously Commander Westbrook was the opposite of that, because I didn't like him at first, and then I ended up choosing him as my number one, and yeah, he went with his decisions mostly, well, apart from, well, all the time really, I think. But yeah, he was happy and relieved when Jara took his recommendation and chose to rescue and evacuate the surviving Takon. That's the Federation thing to do. Ambassador Spock, what can I say about Spock? It was so great to see him in this game. He was reassured by Jara's realistic assessment of the situation during the senior staff briefing on the Resolute. Loved that Spock was there. Tylus, I like Tylus as well, another good character. Grateful for Jara's words of encouragement regarding peace with the Lydians when they discussed the matter in sickbay. So I did like Tylus, another good character. Commander Ermot, he was bitterly disappointed when we didn't name him our first officer, but he did take some solace in Jara's kind words. The Doctor, Dr. Duval. After the Resolute was hit by the bioforming ray, Dr. Duval supported Jara's cautious reaction when she gave the order to lock down the lower decks. So yeah, another good character. She supported my character throughout with everything. Good writing. Like Galvan, obviously the bad guy, he still remained determined to destroy us even when all hope was lost for him. Portal 6-3 was a great character. I'm gutted he died, but it needed that for Carter to go where he was going, right? Captain Riker, obviously the original number one. A bit cheesy, but great to have him in the game. Lieutenant Commander Chovok, I like Chovok. And another great written character, typical Vulcan. But yeah, impressed with his writing. Ensign Calloway, well, that was only at the beginning, so I can't really say much about him, to be honest. And obviously Sidron was one of the bad guys, so I don't really have much to say about them. So that's Jara. Carter, meanwhile, Petty Officer Edzelar. Completely devastated when Carter sacrificed himself. I think them two could have got it together, to be honest. Petty Officer Maris. So obviously, Miranda, there was kind of a love thing at the beginning, but I soon came out of that, to be honest. He was a good character, I liked him. And Tasker as well. He was obviously gutted when she died. Carter's relationship with Chovak, we have a lot of joking around with him. Commander Westbrook was impressed with him. So that's that. Talking about the two main characters themselves, we'll start with Jara. So I went with Jara as a no-nonsense, you know, I'm not standing for any bullshit, especially from Solano, and this is what Riker would have done, right? Very along the same lines. You need a number one. You need a first officer who's going to tell you how it is, basically. Will support you if you make the right supportive decisions. So I'm happy with how Jara went. And then Carter I went with, tried to go with more of a jokey, happy-go-lucky kind of guy. And I think for the most part he was. Both good characters, both good main characters. Liked them. Yeah, and that's the characters in the game. Overall, for the story, I think it was a good story. Typical Star Trek show, to be honest. It would have made a good episode of actual Star Trek. I like the 80s, 90s vibe. I like that. I do like that vibe. Very, very TNG style. So yeah, great story. I give the game an 8 out of 10. Briefly touching on Star Trek, I wish there was more Star Trek to record and upload. But looking back at the games, I have played a little bit of Star Trek Online, but that was a lot. I don't play that anymore, sadly. But I wish there was more Star Trek games to actually play. I don't really. The old stuff is just all a bit. Bluntly, it's crap. But I'm going to try and keep the Wednesday slot, which it'll be a Wednesday slot from January. I'll explain all that now. So now this series is finished, there won't be any other videos on a Tuesday or Wednesday until January. I'm taking a bit of a break in December. In December, there's only going to be Sunday releases of Michonne. There'll be 3 of them. 2 or 3 of them. It's a very short series. It's only 3 episodes. So I'll be releasing all them 3 in December, but that'll be it. I won't be releasing anything else in December. January is when it'll all start again. We're probably going to be looking initially at a short game, The Expanse, to fit in this slot and try and keep it sci-fi. Season 3 of The Walking Dead will also be in January, and some point I'm going to start streaming as well. So there could be an episode of The Expanse or The Walking Dead streamed instead of being released, and I'll do it properly in between the episodes. That's the plan. It could change, so don't hold me on it. That's it, really. Right. Thank you for watching the series. I appreciate you guys, and it's been good fun. I've enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, and I'll see you soon. Thanks so much. That's all for now. Ciao.